Long ago, in a lavish kingdom, there lived an emperor who adored fine clothing more than anything in the world. He spent all his riches on extravagant robes, changing outfits hourly and parading through the streets to show off his latest attire. His vanity was unmatched, and his subjects knew him more for his wardrobe than his wisdom. One day, two cunning tricksters arrived in the kingdom, claiming to be master weavers. They boasted they could create a magical fabric unlike any other, invisible to anyone who was foolish, incompetent, or unworthy of their position. Only the wise and noble can see this cloth, they declared. It is the ultimate test of one's true worth. The emperor, eager to outshine all other rulers and expose unfit people in his court, hired the weavers at once. He gave them mountains of gold, silk, and thread, demanding they begin work immediately. The swindlers set up empty looms and pretended to weave. They mimicked cutting air with scissors and stitching invisible threads. Curious, the emperor sent his most trusted minister to inspect their progress. The minister entered the room and froze. He saw nothing. But fearing he'd be called a fool, he lied. The fabric is breathtaking. The colors, the intricate patterns, the tricksters nodded solemnly. We're delighted you appreciate our craft. They described the non-existent designs in vivid detail, and the minister memorized every word to repeat to the emperor. When the emperor finally visited, the weavers gestured grandly at the empty looms. Behold, your majesty, the cloth is light as mist, yet shimmering like diamonds. The emperor's heart sank, he saw nothing. But terrified of being deemed unworthy, he exclaimed, "Magnificent! I must wear this masterpiece in my grand procession." The swindlers dressed him in the invisible robes, praising how the fabric accentuated his regal figure. The emperor paraded before a mirror, pretending to admire himself. Word spread about the emperor's miraculous new attire. On the day of the procession, crowds packed the streets, eager to witness the magical cloth. The emperor marched proudly, naked but for his imaginary finery. No one dared admit the truth. What stunning robes! The people cheered. Such elegance, such refinement. Suddenly, a young child in the crowd tugged his father's sleeve and shouted, "But the emperor isn't wearing anything." A hush fell over the crowd. Then whispers erupted. The child is right. He's naked. The emperor's face turned scarlet, but he held his head high and kept marching. His guards stiffened, pretending not to notice. Meanwhile, the swindlers had vanished long ago, their bags stuffed with gold.